Pac-Man has always been an arcade classic, and no matter what Bandai Namco does with the series, it still retains its simplisticness and lovable charm. Unless you look at that. But regardless, fan games allow us to experience Pac-Man in a completely different light. So for today's video, we'll be looking at 3 different Pac-Man fan games that shake up either the simplicity or the charm. Snackman is exactly what you think it is, a mashup of 2 popular arcade titans, Pac-Man and Snake, to make a fan game that has enough twist to make it really interesting and realistic, because how is he eating all of those pellets and never getting any bigger? Well, one guy on Itch had that thought and made it a reality. When Pac-Man eats, he will gain a bigger tail, and just like in Snake, if you run into your tail, you will consume yourself and it's game over. And as you've probably guessed, this makes the game much more difficult. So not only are you dodging the 4 ghosts while trying to collect all the dots, you also have to think hard about the path you're taking so that you don't end up trapping yourself. Normally in Pac-Man you would go back on yourself to get out of the way of a ghost, but this can't be done. A technique this adds though is you are actually able to block the path of a ghost with your body, as the ghost can only kill you if they hit your head and not the rest of your body. As someone who has never been amazing at Pac-Man, I struggled quite a bit, but at least I had a laugh at how many times I messed up. And I did manage to clear a screen a few times, so that just proves the point, it's not impossible. But I do believe Pac-Man veterans are definitely going to have a blast with this one. It's a small enough change that makes this classic refreshing. The next title, Packa Pong, is just pure chaos. It's a 2-player versus version of Pac-Man mixed with Pong, Space Invaders, and even Donkey Kong. The players will take turns launching Pac-Man at their opponents with the goal to have the most points before the time limit is up. Once you fire Pac-Man off into the maze, you can somewhat control him by deciding if he goes up or down a certain route, but would always end up going towards your opponent. Collect more pellets to increase your score while also dodging the ghost like usual. If you end up missing the Pac-Man with your Pong bat, you will lose points. And now here is where it gets absolutely crazy. If your opponent collects a Space Invader, they will rain down on you and you will have to dodge them, but if you manage to collect pellets, you can shoot those pellets at the Space Invaders to destroy them. Eventually, Donkey Kong will show up and just fling barrels at everything and everyone. You may think to yourself that this many crossovers would make the game an unbalanced mess, but the developers actually did a great job fusing them together and making the victories and losses feel well and truly deserved. This is definitely one game you should add to a games night list. Playing alone is also a possibility, but you will have to be player 1 and 2 as there is no bots, so it's more about going for a high score rally here. The final game in this list is not actually able to be pronounced with the human tongue, as you can clearly see. Its sources come from an apparent damaged ROM from a forgotten Pac-Man game found in a locked safe in an abandoned arcade. This is clearly a creepypasta take on Pac-Man with a lot of corruptions to the game we know and love. The complete maze is shrouded in darkness with you only able to see a few paces in front of you, leading to not knowing how many more pellets you still need to pick up and the exact whereabouts of the ghosts. The ghosts have also been twisted in unique ways. The pink octopus-like ghosts will not care about the walls in the maze and will just phase through them, catching you off guard. One ghost, if he sees you, will charge at you with insane speeds, and another teleports to random locations. All the ghosts will emit a faint noise when you get close to you to give you a chance to get away or a warning that you are done for. Collecting the super pellet brightens the maze up, allowing you to see the remaining pellets and the positions of the ghosts so you can make a good decision about what direction you're going to take. The game does a great job of contextualizing horror, even down to the game's patch notes, with every technician that attempted to fix the game winding up dead in mysterious circumstances. Well, those were 3 Pac-Man fan games that I thought I would bring to everyone's attention. Are there any here that you like the look of? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.